never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew.
All right, Coach. Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
That's it. 180. Mike 45. That QB's trash. Let's go.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let's get it together, defense.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Going for it with Sanders. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. It was Duke Dawson on the tackle, the 2nd-round pick in 2018.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down, Jacksonville.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They run it with Jacobs. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
3rd and 2, Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Stewart on 1st and 10. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Trucks over him. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
20. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. 8. Kill. What is it?
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. But he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
First and goal, Jacksonville.
Hey, watch the slant.
Here's Jacobs. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Looking to throw. Stewart. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Hey, Foxtrot. Get it.
On 1st and 10, Stewart. The open man is Westbrook. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. From 4 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
At their own 34-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Come on, baby.
Here's Stewart throwing again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Stewart. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. To throw is Stewart. Off the play fake. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Newton. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A final shot before the break, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you're all looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Titans first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready up. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Quit talking about it.
Now Stewart throwing on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Stewart now looking to throw on 2nd down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. Stewart on first down. Complete to Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I'm ready.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's made...
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on second half no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down. Here's Jacobs. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. There he goes again. Past the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. On first down, Sanders. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Another run with Sanders. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Operating from the gun, Stewart. He completes it to Jones. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
2nd and 10. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready. And Tucson. Go. 5. 58 to Mike. 58. Ready.
Here's Stewart on 1st and 10. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Yeah, let's get that lunch. Hey, 58 is the mic. Protein spill. Get ready. Keep ripping.
They'll run out of the gun with Michelle and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha. For this, they still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. 5.
From the gun, Stewart. Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Newton. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing on third down, Newton. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They snap it to Newton. He's got Evans. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Dancing to his left. This is caught. Clark. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As his guys are in for 6, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. To throw is Stewart, operating from the gun. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Michelle. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This will be fielded at the 6. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now it's Newton. And this is caught by Evans. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Newton. And that's complete to Sanders. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, you got 3 down. Slap, 20. Great.
Newton to throw. And he's got Rodgers. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Hey, wahoo!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now Stewart throwing again on 2nd and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
The Sanders has got it complete. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Just to get it back to a 1-score game. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Come on.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?